Hey everybody. Hey Dark. We are gonna pick up right where we left off with working on, I think, the warrior? Yeah. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go set this up and then just go through all these. Hey again, titanium. We're gonna go through all these and make sure that all of them make sense in this new world. So raise your shield while taunt is active, reducing damage taken by 0%. So that's gonna go up to 25%. Shields up. This is all the stuff I was doing earlier. It's just gonna take a while. Whatever, right? You got to put in the time. This will go to 25%, and that should be that. Next up, when Crush misses, you gain a 0% power bonus for 2 seconds. All right, what is that called? Rage? Yeah. Max level will be 2. And Crush. So Rage percent power per level goes up to 50. Rage base duration and duration per level. This can go up by 2.5, which just means that this needs to change colon 0 dot, whoops, 0 dot number. There we go. Oh, I start back up right after I finish. Don't miss too much. Nice. Yeah. And hey, Caleb, this time I'm not leaving. In fact, I'm going to stay. In fact, I was leaving, but now I'm staying because you're here. How's that? Do you feel like an esteemed viewer? You should. You definitely should. Hey, Smack. Yeah, welcome to the Discord. I didn't get a chance to look at those messages yet. I mentioned this the other day. I don't know who's heard and who hasn't heard, but my parents are visiting now. So I normally work on Tuesday and Thursday. Work but no stream. And now I think this week will just be, well, probably not no work, but pretty close to no work. So yeah, even during the lunch break now, I didn't look through Discord or do what I normally do. Malmsey, Malmsey, welcome back. Thanks for the 1 month shy of 3 years. Well, I think you subbed for a bunch of months in advance, so you're probably already set for the 3 year mark. Either way, thank you. Hope you're doing well. We're working on skills today. We've been working on skills all last week as well. I'd like to get done with this stuff, but if I don't, it's okay. I think next week's gonna get back to normal. Things should hopefully be fine then. All right, so disorient, miss chance per level. So I guess we set this to 20% chance, and the duration per level goes to 2.5, which is quite a lot. In fact, I think I'm gonna set this to 2. It is somewhat fun. We've got all the skills in the game, and I'm happy with how they work now. Except for, wait, did I ever change this? I did not change this one. What was I going to change this to? That's the one I haven't changed. Drat, I thought I did this. Change sharpshooter to grant a power buff. Or maybe I did that and I forgot to update the tooltip. Oh man, okay, well, I guess we're going to do that too. We've got some time. Probably spend a couple hours now. All right, let's see. So that was disorient. Yeah, it should be done. Survival instinct. Okay, how do we change this one? While at less than 25% health, decrease all damage taken by 20%. Maybe this shouldn't have a second level. Maybe we just keep it at that. So concussive blow. Wellness crush. Okay, yeah, I think we're just going to leave this one at 1 point. Swords up can definitely change. So we're going to set that to max level of 2. Oh, wait, what's that called? Survival instinct? I didn't actually set it to 1. Max level 1. Okay, and then go change these things. So percent per level. You're giving a 5% thing per level. Let's make it 15%. We're actually multiplying by 3 there. And the counter attack percent per level would be 20. Wait. Yeah. Okay, this might be too powerful, but let's try it. Okay, so that one's done. What's next? Concussive blow. So counterattacking decreases the power of the attacker's next attack by 20%. This is very strong, but we're about to make it even stronger. Actually, it's probably dumb to make it even stronger. Maybe not. All right, we're going to change this to per level, and we're going to set this to, yeah, that's already fine. Sure. Okay, level and per level. All right, just got to fill out the tooltip for this now. So this is level times per level plus per level P0 per level. There. Okay, and then the last one is this. Allows you to use crush 30% faster. Oh, we never set a max level on this one. Max level 2. 30% faster. I mean, the whole class is based around counterattacking. So to use crush faster would mean that you could get a power bonus, or you could disorient the enemy more. This on its own could be too powerful, I think. At least against bosses. I think we got to do something different against bosses. I'm concerned the warrior's just going to kill all of them. Actually, would it be that way? You put points into this. Oh, these aren't the new values. I want to see what it would look like, but yeah, I think it'd be too strong. Especially if these buffs or debuffs stack. Cost of blow does not contain a definition for power increase. Oh yeah, this is per level. And then we need the level of this. Do we have any other get the levels of things? No. Okay, int concussive blow level. Set that here. Do this times this. We don't have bosses in the game yet, so I'm not concerned about it yet, but I'm preemptively concerned. When crush hits, the affected enemy has a 40% chance to miss attacks for 6 seconds. This is nuts. This is nuts. So what is it if I don't even enable invincibility or anything and I go here and just the warrior? How do you do? Yeah, I see disorient showing up and they are missing. I guess it's not all that powerful in regular battles. Yeah, at least not on its own. Oh yeah, you can't see when I zoom in. Sorry, I keep forgetting about that. So could we increase the speed of this even more? 30% is knocking 0.9 seconds off of this thing. What if we knock even more time off of it? So powerful. I guess let's just do it, right? To see what happens. Oh, this is probably stupidly powerful. Yeah, I think I'm gonna make it 25%. No, let's just try 30%. Let's see what happens. Let's set this to be per level. And then in level, float per level. All right, so it allows you to use this level times per level faster plus per level P0 per level. All right, let's go try that out. Although this should probably have a maximum of 2 or else it's going to become impossibly impossibly fast. Does not contain a definition for this. Yeah, this is not per level. Huh, this already works. Pretty nice. Pretty nice. Yeah. Let's try this out. So this will allow you to attack 60% faster with Crush, which like I said is probably too powerful, but let's put all the points in and see what happens. So now the cooldown is going to be 1.2 seconds. And if I put a cleric in the party and they have words of wisdom, then it'll be even faster. And if I also get the fully upgraded Enchanter's Den and get a fiery sword and put this in here, then they also gain 5%. So now I'm going to throw those two into a fight at the end. In fact, let's do a couple other things as long as I'm messing everything up over here. This is so stupid. Okay, there. Let's start a battle. All right, so warriors attacking pretty fast. But I guess because, oh, they just died. So yeah, this is probably not too crazy, even at that speed. Okay. And now let's try it with the mitigation build. So I'm going to put points in this. And this. And this and this. All right, now let's see how they do. Right, no zooming in. All right, so the warrior should take way less damage. It's not enough. Interesting. They are countering quite a lot. Yeah. Yeah, very interesting. They're almost entirely surviving at the end here because they're taking so little damage and the healing is outpacing it. I bet we could change this a little bit and actually get it to take even less just by doing this. We don't need this. We don't need this. I guess we need something here. I guess 1 point in that. And then, oh, we were increasing the healing that they got though. Okay, something like this could be pretty powerful. All right, let's try that out. Hey, Badada. What's the skills that don't get any bonuses and more points? Are you still changing them? Yeah. That's what I'm working on right now. And we've only gotten 2 classes done so far. So I want to see, do they just survive forever now? No, very far from it. No, wait, no, maybe they are. Maybe this is stupidly powerful. Because yeah, they are not dying here. They're coming very close. No, they died. Okay, wow, that's impressive. That's really impressive. How much are they mitigating? 50% plus 10%, so 60%. Then this makes them do less damage when they attack. And then this makes them take even 20% less. So they'll take 20% less, and then whatever this affects. All right, well, look, this is getting a lot cooler than it was, that's for sure. All right, so now let's try the next thing. Whoops, that's not what I meant to click. Let's try the next thing, which is to make sure that the max skill levels are set correctly. 2, 2, 2, 1, 2, 2, and I don't have enough points. 2, yeah, perfect. All right, I think that's it. I think the warrior is done. That wasn't too bad. Yeah, maybe we can get done with all the classes then somewhat soon and start working on some of these other things we have to do. It all depends on how hard these other ones are to scale. Okay, let's see. Just got to make sure all this still looks good. I should probably read the tooltips one more time. Just make sure they're good. Yeah. I think that's it though. And then we don't check in town. Got to make sure not to check in town and need to read the tooltips. So let's just read the tooltips. Raise your shield while taunt is active, reducing damage taken by 50%. 25% per level. I think, you know what we should do? We should probably make these clickable, even though they're just icons. Make the icon of a skill clickable as though it's the main button. This means we need, well, this is just a polish thing, actually. I'm probably not going to do this anytime soon. This means we need to check if the main button is enabled or disabled properly. Or maybe not. The functions. Yeah, so tooltips, back to that for a sec. Looks good. Crush misses, you gain a power bonus for 7 seconds. This is ridiculous. It's just ridiculous. Wow. It kind of makes me wonder that the warrior is like a forced tank because of this. There's no way to turn taunt off. So that means that the warrior for half the time is always going to be taking hits. And like I said, there's no way to stop that. You can try to mitigate it with healing or with a paladin, but You can't stop it. And maybe that's a limiting factor there. All right, this is good. While less than 25% health, decrease all damage taken by 20%. Raise your sword, 20% per level, looks good. Counterattacking, totally good. And good, yeah, cool. Oh, nice. All right, so we're gonna check this in. All right, this is revamp warriors ability levels. Good, good, good. Next up is the cleric. Okay, so Harmony. When casting heal on an ally, you also heal yourself for 50% of the amount healed. Oh, man. What do we do with this? We could just tweak that number, 50% to even 100%. Would it really be that bad? Probably not. I just want to try it. Ooh, pots. What are you going to plant in them? Or are you just buying the pots? Max level 2. And then per level that much. Yeah. This didn't work. Come on. You've got all the other things, right? I guess we need some of these things open. Just looking at flowers. Any particular kinds? Crush, disorient. Does it know now? It doesn't. What if I put this up here? Okay, that got it. Per level equals per level. Hey again, James. I was joking. Don't have a Spanza set up on this computer. Oh, I thought you meant to type a flower emoji. Like just a generic flower. Because Twitch has that by default. And I didn't realize that your Spanzo character was colon. Because mine is apostrophe. And my apostrophe flower types that. Also heal yourself per level times per level. Plus per level. Gotta remember the P0 here. No, that is what you're reaching for. Okay. But what are you going to get? Chili peppers. We were looking at some flowers recently, and there are some ornamental peppers that they look pretty nice. Can I find this plant? Ornamental pepper plant. Yeah, these. They look really pretty. I don't know if you can eat them and they just taste bad or if you can't eat them. But yeah, they look really nice. Currently sitting in all your soup bowls. Ah. What will you do if you need soup? I guess that's why you got the terracotta pots. You can have a large amount of soup. Only one way to find out. That's right. Check Wikipedia. Keep poison control on speed dial. So you also heal yourself for that much of the amount healed. Yep. Now we just need the harmony heal percent per level, which means we do this per level. And that's going to be harmony level. And that. Great. Do we use the ability component anywhere else in here? No. Okay. Oh yeah, those look nice. I like the colorful ones. Because I think they come in pretty much every color, right? Yeah, they do. Or at least pretty much every color. Oh, they have multicolor ones. Neat. Yeah, you know what I think looks cool? This plant. They look like fuzzy plants, and they're very colorful. Hey, Kevin. Spot the AI picture. What do you mean? Are you saying this was AI enhanced? Because I was going to say a lot of phone filters apply effects that you wouldn't really achieve normally, but I don't think this is created by AI, if that's what you mean, especially given the view count sort of seems to imply that possibly James took the picture, but maybe not. Yeah. I was going to say 67 views. James is sharing it with James's audience. But if you do a search, more and more AI pictures will populate the results. Oh, did you see them there? This was also Bing search, although possibly the same thing is happening. No, I think this bunny with the cart is definitely something that happened. A bunny that went grocery shopping. I can't tell by looking at this if any of these are AI. I don't think so, maybe. But I guess that's the point, is unless I'm really looking closely, it'd be pretty hard to tell, especially because they're thumbnails. All right, so harmony is done. Next up is words of wisdom. This should be very easy to change. We set the max level to 2 and then change blessing of haste. Bonus percent 5. Oh, wait, whoops, not that one. What am I changing? I'm changing the duration on this? Yeah. Duration 0.5. Perfect. What flower is that? Celosia? These purple ones and these evil looking lava ones. Whoa. Do you eat these? What kind of chilies are these? What are these on the Scoville scale? This looks really cool. The purple ones look like strawberries. Or like tiny eggplants, I guess. Yeah, this looks amazing. I am very curious about the taste / heat. All right, so this one's on. Next up, Shield of Unity. Shield of Unity is one that you only have a max level of 1, because I don't feel like changing that. Shield of Unity. Oh, also, hey, unknown. All right, regenerate. Regenerate's also dead simple. That's here. Set the max level to 2. I also really like the idea of regenerate. Almost to the point where I wonder if we should just set the max level at 3. Like, would it really be a problem? It'd be one of the only cases where it is set to 3. Well, like, why not? Probably for balance reasons is why not. You know what? I'm just going to allow it. We're going to find out it's totally busted later. No, you know what? We are probably going to find out it's totally busted later. Just set it to 2. I have risk aversion right now. All right, regenerate percent per level. So this is just going to be times 2.5. So I guess 1. And that's all it changes, right? Yeah, that's all it changes. Hey, Grace. Hey, Human Puppet. It's going pretty well. I'm working my way through the skill trees, just making sure that we only apply reasonable maximums for all of them. So it used to be that you'd get 9 points by level 10. And now it's going to be that you get maybe 5 points by level 40. We are drastically cutting down the number of skill points you'll get. And as a result, we need to put limits to how many skill points you can put into this. Oh, I never changed that. Or I never restarted it. No, I just never restarted it. Okay. Open mind. Increase the healing they receive. I don't even know if I like this ability. Max level 2. Blessing of haste. Open mind. So what would this be? 75%? That's incredibly powerful. But sure. Okay, Divine Reclamation. Casting Blessing of Haste also grants 15% lifesteal for 3 seconds. Oh, man. All right. What's this be? Should we change the amount or the duration or both? This is just so dangerous. I think maybe we just keep this at 1 point. Yeah, I think we keep that at 1 point. I don't want to mess with that yet. All right, and then this one, we've got to have multiple points for this because we don't have it for other ones. So increase damage dealt by resonant healing by 50%. Is this nuts? I don't know. Let's just go try it out. Who's going to even want this in their build? Probably nobody. What's it called? Resonance? Resonance. Okay, so this is going to be per level. Yep. Low per level equals that. Set this to level times per level. I mean, you all know the drill. You see me type this out a bunch of times. And then put plus per level, P0 per level in parentheses. Hollow's Eve. Wow, it's got a cool name. It's got a cool look. And 250K to 1 million. What is the closest pepper to that I know? Did I just? Oh, okay. 250K. So habanero range up to a different kind of habanero, bordering on ghost pepper, I guess. All right. So don't touch your eyes after touching that pepper. Actually, I don't know what Scoville scale you need to be at to not want to touch your eyes after touching a pepper. Probably bell pepper, you're fine. Probably anything else, you're probably not fine. Do you use any sort of development methodology for the group of programmers in the game? Not really. If you mean like a scrum or something like that, I think there comes a point where that's going to matter. But I think with 3 developers, I think it's mostly just like, hey, assign some tasks, let people come up with the PRs when they're ready, and trust that people are going to communicate. Methodology, Adam says. Yeah, but I do think, I think a lot of the reason why you have something like Scrum or a stand-up meeting is for the communication, because otherwise this stuff won't happen because you won't have people sort of in the same room as each other. But we have a Discord group going where we just talk about whatever the tasks are that we have or any sort of barriers. And if a task takes someone 3 weeks and maybe I would have expected it to take whatever, even if I expect it to take a minute, I'm probably not going to follow up. I'll just trust that the person is going to tell me like, yeah, hey, there's a problem, or there is no problem. I'm just taking a while to work on it, or I'm doing some other thing completely and not even focusing on Skeleseller. So it's a very, I'd say, laid back culture right now. But then again, I'm the person instilling the culture. And of course, I would say that. I think you should take it from Kevin and Dark. So if they type things like, I don't want to work on this anymore, send help, then there's probably an issue. It was fun to grow a crazy one like that. Do you make hot jams at all? Because there are a lot of jams that I've had that are like jalapeno and strawberry, and they are surprisingly good. What kind of rabbit hole did I get into? The one where I'm just designing random tasks and no one can stop me. All right, we need the level of resonance, which we have right there, and then multiply with that. Yeah. Cool. All right, I think that's everything. I think that is the entire cleric. We just need to type max level here. Also, I guess we should search for... No, we can't search for the lack of max level. All right, never mind. Salsa, jam, hot sauce, ferment. Wow, nice. You should cross a pepper with a dahlia so you can eat the dahlia and have it be spicy. Oh man, that would actually be pretty cool. You could put a flour on top of your noodles. As a natural lemon. Oh, these look pretty cool. This sounds like it'd be a very interesting ingredient for a lot of things. Dahlias are edible. They're not spicy though, right? I know there are some flowers that are edible. Yeah, she can basically eat any heat. I can't do that. I like hot stuff. And I think everyone who likes hot stuff has a limit for how hot that is. And maybe it's, whatever, what's the manufactured pepper that's not even real and has the maximum heat? It's probably on that Scoville scale thing that I saw. Pepper X. Is that what I'm thinking of? Is this real? I meant natural. Apparently it is natural. Yeah, cultivated at that point. I thought there was some like lab grown pepper that was nuts. Maybe it's this that I'm thinking of. I don't know. Yeah, anyway. I imagine those are probably unpleasant. What's my level? Uh I don't know. I don't like specifically seek out there are those challenges that people did where it's like eat this super spicy chip. I never tried that, so I don't know what max level of heat I could handle. But in general, I want to be at like a mild level of crying when I'm eating my my spicy food. I've never actually said that out loud. All right. Make sure. I mean, anyone could be at that level from like a normal pepper, right? So it doesn't really mean anything on its own. Just some crying. Yeah. I want to have a catharsis every time I have a dish of Thai food. Oh, cool, James. Yeah, I know there are some plants. I guess apples are one of these kinds of plants where you can't just take a seed and plant it and get a new apple tree. You get some garbage tree that just grows garbage bags and garbage on it. And instead, you need to take a cutting of the tree. So I guess peppers work a little differently. I don't think I want to cry while eating. No, just a little bit of crying to lose. Not like a lot of crying, not sobbing. Okay, so heal yourself for 100%. I already clicked all the buttons, so we know that the max levels are set correctly. Increase by 1 second. Looks good. Looks good. This is pretty crazy, but probably fine. Increasing the healing you receive by 150%. This is all got to be nuts. In fact, I just want to try this. Let's just put the cleric into a battle against all the end game guys and see what happens. Oh, but then one of their abilities isn't going to work. Actually, two of their abilities won't work. They require you to have an ally. Okay, so if I put them in with the rogue, and I give the rogue maximum level stealth and whatever that dodge thing is. Where is it? This. Well, it's not actually that crazy amount of dodge. Oh, but it stacks. Okay. Let's try that now. So put the rogue in with the cleric, and I think the cleric's going to do a lot of damage. Because this is their like max damage build, which is still probably not a lot. No, it is definitely not a lot. This is terrible. This is just bad. Call it being a well-adjusted normal person. Yeah, I think so. Pollinate another chili flower. No matter the pollinator, the plant will grow the same chili. Yeah, very neat. Man, plants are crazy. I want to find out how much damage the cleric is doing, but I don't have an easy way of doing that. I need to like change some code around. Because the only way the cleric does damage really is when having another party member, and the other party member is going to do damage. I guess I could turn off the other party member's abilities. Actually, that's what we could do. We could turn off the rogue's abilities and make the cleric invincible. All right, so we'll just give the rogue. How about 2 cloaks of shadows? Will that be a problem? Probably not. Yeah, you need a lot of heat, like temperature heat, right? Or maybe sunshine, I guess, for chilies. That's my naive understanding. All right, so we're gonna cheat. We're gonna put points into everything. We're gonna extra cheat and grant invincibility. And then we're gonna see how much damage just the cleric does. Let's speed this up. Whoa, what? Just like chunked through an enemy. How did that happen? Well, they actually are doing decent damage. It's not good damage. It's just decent. Yeah, how much was that? Show stats. 93. Wow, that's actually pretty good. Huh. Hey, you got a mystical cell. Welcome back. Wow, yeah, it took 2 minutes. All right, I kind of want to try this now with an actual set of characters here. I guess once there's no invincibility, the DPS is going to die down quite a lot. Because the whole way this works is increases the damage up by 100%. And this increases the damage by even more when you're overhealing. And you won't be overhealing if they actually need healing. But yeah, I want to check this out and then see how much damage we add. And this is with a fully decked out cleric, which is still, it's probably not good. Well, it's not even possible. What am I talking about? Not good. All right, so let's come up with a classic party composition here. We've got the cleric. We're going to get the warrior. We're going to max out on mitigation stuff. So that, and then let's get the rogue for damage. Maybe that. Okay, sure. Let's try that out. I got more skills than you're allowed to get. Oh my god, they're ripping through the enemies. The rogue is way too strong. Look at them go. Look at them do 1 billion damage. Cleric's probably doing nothing over there. All right, so we're going to speed this up. And what we're going to do is we're going to get how much damage they're doing with the cleric having those abilities versus how much without. I want to see if he's contributing even a reasonable amount. I got to turn stats back on. All right, so it's 190. I'm just going to round 193 DPS with full skills. Let's run that again. Speed that up even more. All right, 197 DPS. Okay, so an average of 195. And now I'm going to take out the clerics. What do I want to take out? Let's take out just open mind and see what happens. Still nowhere close to dying. At least not yet. Oh, that changes by quite a lot. 150 DPS, actually 149, I guess, if we're rounding. Yeah, and 150. That's kind of surprising. All right, now what about without resonance? Can't type a colon, not that it matters because the battle's taking forever. Okay, that's funny. So that means that open mind is better than resonance for damage? It's probably not a good thing. I don't know who that is. Let me find out. British guitarist and singer. And now that is all I know. Have they done something that I know? Member of the rock band Pink Floyd. I listen to classical music, so I do not know what songs this person was in charge of. Yeah, it doesn't mean we need a simulation. Yeah. This is 155 DPS. I just, gut feeling is this is tuned way too high because this is way better than resonance in every way. So let's just tone down open mind a little bit. It is classical music at this point. Not quite, but it will be at some point. I think that's the only one I care about is this open mind. Yeah, let's just tone that down. Blessing of haste. All right. I don't know how much we have to change it by for this to not be super broken, but I'm going to just set this to 45%. And we're going to call it fixed. Everything's done. We did it. Good job, chat. Pat yourselves on the backs. Harmony level. Looks good. Looks good. Per level, multiplied by the level. Yep, looks good. Oh, got to read the tooltips again. Can't forget about that. Yeah. Okay, yeah. Now let's look at the tooltips. Casting heal on an ally. You heal yourself for 100%. Yep. Increase the blessing of haste duration. Cool. That's already fine. Yeah. Regenerate an ally for an additional 100% of the life. This is probably broken as well, but fine. That's going to be lowered, but all I did was change a number there. Okay, cool. Looks good. Let's check it in. I kind of lump Baroque in with classical, but if we're being specific, the Romantic era classical music is my favorite era of classical music. And whenever I've tried composing stuff myself, that's what I'm aiming for. It doesn't end up being that way. Yeah, Satie made some good stuff. I don't know if you've ever seen, there's a show on Netflix, what's it called? Queen's Gambit. But in that show, one of the characters is playing a Satie piece. And after hearing it, I was like, you know what? I want to go play this too. And I did. And I thought, I wonder how many Netflix shows have a piece of music playing that have increased the popularity of that music for just the amount of time that the show is running for, really. And let me be more specific. I don't mean things you find on Spotify, for example. I mean things people are playing themselves. So it's got to be something accessible enough to most people where they're like, yeah, let me break out that tune for a little bit. All right, cleric, Dunzo. All right, next up is the archer. The archer has a broken skill in the form of sharpshooter. Why did I not fix this? Oh, played on guitar. Nice. Yeah, I really like. There's this guitarist. Oh, what's his name? I don't know how to pronounce that, but yeah, this person on YouTube. They do some really good stuff. They play a lot of video game covers, but it's very good. And then there were also, I think, Guitar Bros. Maybe it's these people. I'm not totally sure, but they did, I think, a Zelda medley. Is this who I'm thinking of? Yeah, this was pretty good too. I'm just going to link these videos even though I don't expect anyone to watch them. So please, nobody feel any obligation. A guitar controlling a synth, which layers in digital pianos too. Oh, cool. Yeah. By the way, if you're going to feel obligated and I had to pick one, I'd pick this first one. I really, really like what they play. Current project is a chess game in Python. It's getting complicated for my smooth brain due to my forgetting types of objects. I just learned about type hinting, so it's going to be more fun from here on. Yes, that is one of the big things about programming is what do you do about static typing? Do you have it? Do you not have it? And when do you want it? So if you're writing a script that's like 10 lines of something, you're moving files around or whatever, like, yeah, it's probably nice to not have typing. But for pretty much anything greater than about 10 lines, I'd say you want static typing. And Python has optional static typing. And by default, Python has dynamic implicit types. So I'm pretty sure this is valid in Python. You can say a equals 5, a equals hello, and then a equals 5 again. And this is dynamic typing where you can change the type of a variable on the fly. And you almost never want this in any like production grade application. My fingers get tired too quickly. Well, then you need to stick to strong speaking. I think then you'll be fine. Just shout all the text into your text editor. Some people argue you can just document types of JS docs. Oh, if there's enforcement, then I would say it doesn't really make a huge difference. Like, I don't care what really happens at runtime, but I do care what happens at compile time. Yeah, there are hints, I guess. Yeah. I don't know what Python has done since then. I just remember you could type in types. Also, hey, you, Alex and TJ. Just done with day one of being an instructor. Wait, an instructor of what? Did you tell me about this? We did the cleric. Oh, yeah, that's right. I was going to go look at the sharpshooting change. Sharp. Here it is. Change this so that it grants a 1-second power buff. Why didn't I do this? Why did I just write change this? I just went through all the skill trees and changed everything, I thought. Did I really not change this one? I mean, I guess I didn't. Also, I should probably be doing things in branches so I don't keep polluting the commit history. Oh, where did I make the archer abilities? Archer, it's not even showing up anymore. how fast we're committing stuff, or just I coded all the abilities at once. What did we do? Add in rogue skills. Where did I do the archer stuff? Did I do this over the weekend? Did I not check this in? Change steady shooting. I just never changed sharpshooting. Huh. Where's new skills? I don't even see where I added the archer skills. Where is this? Huh. I don't know, but I think what I need to do is just look at one of their skills and then just go find out where I added that. So what's it called? Triple split. So triple split history. Add triple split and lightning reflexes. Okay, yeah, I just never did this the same way I did the other ones. I think this was Saturday, 3 days ago. Yeah. Wait, October 11th. It's Friday, isn't it? What time? 9:54 p.m. Okay, that's why I thought it was Saturday. It was late on Friday. Yeah. AutoCAD based program and some other programs the company I work for is rolling out in a few weeks. Oh, nice. Is the instructor bit being for customers or for other employees? Okay, so we just never changed this. So I think now's the time to do it. This was a really dumb idea, by the way, for the archer. Or I shouldn't say dumb idea. It's a good idea. It's just in practice, it doesn't work out being very nice. So I think changing it to this is the same spirit of it. And yeah, it'll just feel better. What do I see in the group chat? Oh man, should I click it? Potion by itself. Character before can walk up to the potion, then the drink animation can happen. Then it gives the character after turning into a skeleton. Whoa. This is very cool. But this is not how I was envisioning the character turning into a skeleton. Although I guess what we could do is we could still probably use all of these frames of the character becoming a skeleton. Although the potion would need to be removed, and then I guess all the clothing would need to be drawn. Yeah, I'll have to respond to this. Hey, there's very cool artwork though. And I'm tempted to put it into Godot just so that I can see what it looks like as an animation. Very neat. And even the cork flies off of the potion bottle. Yeah, very cool. 3.5 days until Thels is banned for 1 day. Oh man, other employees. Gotcha. Yeah. Did they like it? Did you get good feedback? Good for the resume, so I'm just rolling with it. Also, I think it's good to have that experience. The other thing too is I think you can reinforce your own knowledge about something. What's that saying? Something like you never fully understood it until you can teach it to your grandmother. I kind of think that's true. I don't like the teach it to your grandmother part, but teach it to really anybody. I think if you can teach something, it probably means you're going to reinforce your own understanding of it. All right, so grant a power buff. I definitely didn't do this, so we're going to do this now. Sharpshooter. All right, so what's this going to say? Every so many hits from split shot specifically. After X hits from split shot, the bonus arrows count toward these hits. Grant a I don't know, bonus power percent. Power percent per level. Level times that. P0 power. You gain this much power for some duration. Oh, there it is, sharpshooter duration. All right, and then we need a plus per level here. Bonus power percent per level. Cool. All right, now we gotta put that in. Today I went into JS Combat with my first ever VS Code extension. Getting it to locally depend on another node module took me literally 6 hours. Is it something that once you knew how to do, you searched for and then found the answer online in 10 seconds, or no? When you teach someone, two people, I like that. That's nice. I like that saying. Yeah. Okay. So I don't want this in here, I think. Or maybe we do. Damage multiplier. So it's going to be... No, I think I'm going to just put this here. Public const float. This equals... Okay, so how much damage should you gain? You're gaining it for 1 second. And in that 1 second, you're probably shooting 2 or 3 arrows, maybe, if you're lucky. Actually, how much are you shooting in that time? 1.6. And wild shot, I think, is 1.7. Yeah. So 1.6 and 1.7. And you gain a certain amount of haste from steady shooting. 2% up to a max of 25%. Too many numbers. Yeah, there's another problem here. Which is that if this lasts for too long, it's going to be too powerful. If it doesn't last for long enough, it's not even going to work. So maybe it should just say the next some number of hits. Maybe this is dumb. It's already quite vast, so figuring out how to get TS to transpile. I see. Well, hopefully you wrote some notes on this. Because otherwise, well, maybe you never have to do it again. All right, I'm not actually sure I like this idea either. Grant a 1 second power buff. That way it affects all shots in that 1 second. This sounds okay, but it's just not going to do anything most of the time. And we can make it 2 seconds. But then the question is, are you going to get so many shots off in 2 seconds that this just keeps stacking? And I think that's one of the issues of the Archer right now is they just get tons and tons of haste. X to 0.5 to whatever. Where is that? One plus num recent misses minus 1 times 2. Okay, so it's clamped between... Wait. Hold on a second. Num recent misses. What is this? The count of this buff? What is this? This effect is applied when they miss with wild shot. It has a duration. Oh, I see. I got it. Okay, so if you have 5 of these, it's going to be 1 plus 4 times 0.2, so 1.8. And if you have 10 of them, it's going to get capped at 2 anyway. And this is what? A haste buff? Percent increase? So this can go up to 100% more? No, it's the... Oh my god, this is impossible to understand. 15% plus level times the haste buff plus this. So 75% times 2. What does this tooltip say? How is any of this understandable? I don't even... What is this called? Rapid shot. Oh, this was definitely me who wrote this. And I know what I was thinking at the time. I just don't remember what the numbers are. When this misses, you attack this much faster. This effect can stack, but it's subject to diminishing returns. Yeah. Great. And the multiplier is 1 times this. But you always get this much. Okay. So let's add this up as well. That's 1260, 1.2, so 1.35. So 1.35, it's actually 135% haste. Plus the maximum 25% you get. So it works out to be a max of 160% haste from just the archer. Then the cleric can add, I don't know, like 10% more or something. Yeah, they can add 20% more. All right, the problem is, what does this mean? If you have 100% more haste, you cut these things in half. So your 1.6 cooldown with 100% haste goes to 0.8 seconds. So it's just 1.6 divided by 2.6, I guess. So that's the lowest possible cooldown. And 1.7 divided by 2.6. Or not the lowest possible, but anyway, close enough. All right, so they're just barely less than 1 second. So I think this is a problem. And I think it's a problem because sharpshooting is garbage. And we need to make it not garbage. How do we make it not garbage? The cleric is giving too little. Cleric might be giving too little. Yeah, it is balancing, but it's probably also too little right now. All right, I don't know what to change this to. Well, let me write this out. So, what's it called? Sharpshooter? Okay, so sharpshooter. Original design was every X hits cause a critical hit. And the problem with this is that we want split shot to have all 3 arrows be affected. And it wasn't that way. But also, I just don't think it's very impactful. Leave a bleed effect on the enemies, like you're getting hit with splinters and barbs coming off the original arrow. So added damage over time to this. I could see that. I want to think of the overall package here, though. Each consecutive hit increases haste by X%. First of all, how does that go up? Numb hits. What causes numb hits? Oh god, it's on damage dealt. This is not smart. Oh, this is not smart. Yeah, so damage over time would actually break this. But I guess we have damage info. We could just check. And only if it's not damage over time. If damage info is damage over time, just return. Okay, yeah. Now we can give them a damage over time. Is that better? And does that fit their whole package here? So they get more haste when they hit, and then they lose it when they get hit. So that's not something this is going to affect no matter what. Then they shoot more arrows and they have a chance to even split it even more. They get more haste. They decrease the damage decrease the armor that a target has. They shoot even more arrows. They increase their dodge chance. So the overall synergy of this class is dodge attacks, shoot a lot of attacks. That's it. And that means that this could fill practically any role. Problem with this is that 1 second may not be long enough and 2 seconds may be too powerful. We could actually just change it to that. I could just change it to 2 seconds, and if it's too powerful, I just say it can't stack. So you just have more uptime on this. Well, what's the point of that then? Wouldn't it basically just be like saying you just have 20% more power? All right, well, what are the other ideas here? Add a damage over time from the splinters. Maybe allow for another split from the split arrows, and the chance just keeps decreasing. That could be kind of fun. So you just see an arrow bounce between a couple of enemies a bunch of times, and turns out it procced like 6 times. Fractal splits, recursive arrow, spiral shot. This would only, I guess, this ability on its own only affects multiple targets because of the way that it's phrased. It only hits 2 different targets, and they're different from the first target. So if you only have one target, then this will never come into play. So I guess making this do even more could be kind of interesting. How weird the arrows would look rendered. If you recall, you rendered a huge arrow for the lulls. No, it would just look like the arrow's bouncing to another target though, right? We could just maybe try it. Let's see how hard it'd be to do that. So create arrow. This is on split if it can split. And we can just set can split. If not can split, then I guess and gd.rand range 1 comma, I don't know what's a good amount. Well, first of all, 1 comma 100 is less than like 30-ish. Actually, we made a function for this, didn't we? Isn't there a percent chance function? I'm pretty sure I made one. I just don't remember where it is. Stat computations, yeah. Okay, so a 0.3% chance. So it's 30% chance to make it split. All right, how's that? And maybe we need to cut this stuff out. Revert this. Yeah, no, just try that. Maybe change split into penetrate. The arrow just goes to another target, but there's less and less chance for this to occur. I think that's essentially what we're doing. Let's see. So we don't even need, I guess we need, wait, how does this work? Increase the chance for it to split by 0%. I guess this doesn't matter. We're making it so that now arrows can split no matter what. So let's go into this, toggle invincibility, and start and see how that works. It's only the white arrows that can split, not the purple ones. And they're not doing it at all right now, which means I probably messed something up. Well, I mean, that one split. But yeah, I don't think this is working. Create arrows is called for all kinds of arrows. Yes. Is this correct? In the range 0, 1, yeah. So if I set this to 0.8, what are we talking about in chat? I'm sorry. This is the typical afternoon. I'm not paying attention to anything. All right, toggle invincibility. Go into this thing. Wait, so now there should be an 80% chance for it to split. So if it's not splitting, then I mess something up. And it definitely doesn't look like an 80% chance. What did I mess up here? If it can't split, this is, oh, does split then calculate it? Oh, it does. Oh, my bad. Okay, I see. So all we're doing is we're changing arrows that can't split, which is we have a 1% chance of seeing an arrow double split. And 1% is so infrequent that we wouldn't have seen it happen by now on average. It would take 60 trials for us to have a 50% chance or something. So what? We make it so that all arrows can split and then just change the percentage. Yeah. So when do we ever create this with false? Here, I see. So we would just give them a lower percentage and then save that somewhere, I guess, inside the projectile itself. I think this is why I didn't want to do some of this stuff, because now the projectile needs some memory and it doesn't have that right now. But we could just get that to work. So let's try this. Just always set can split to true. And then down here, increase the percent chance to split. Yeah. So we just need to restart this. The reason I didn't modify this code, even though we need to increase this chance, is because there's a skill that increases it. So we'll just increase it through the skill tree. It's this one. So now we have a 60% chance for it to split because there's a default 10%. And every arrow can now split. So that means that sometimes, roughly 16% of the time, we should see at least one split. Or I guess exactly two splits. Yeah. Oh, wow. That's okay. That's pretty crazy. Let's run that back. Yeah, funny that it didn't cause a chain reaction this time, but it did the first time. Oh, there it goes. That shouldn't happen, right? No, I guess 60%, 120% minus 36. Yeah, I guess it's the majority of the time if it's split, it was going to continue to split. All right. Well, anyway, if we tone that down and start decreasing the amount, so this is, let's say, like that much. So now it's a 30% chance. So now every once in a while, you should see multiple splits. Yeah, like there. It just probably shot a total of 12 arrows. Okay, this does look pretty cool. I think this is how we're going to change the ability. The only problem is that sharpshooter doesn't make sense for it anymore. And also, it's stupidly powerful. Percent chance on the archer's attacks or split attacks to apply some sort of negative haste to the enemy. Yeah, I think I like what this looks like. I think this is super cool. I think this fits the class fantasy. I think the only problem is that we balance the other abilities around not having this. So first of all, if we're going to change this from sharpshooter, what do we call this? We already have forked arrows, increase the chance to split. Maybe we call this something like durable arrows. Your split arrows can split as well. Or something like no, something like durable arrows. Which icons do we have for this sort of thing? Arrow. Maybe just this one. I think that makes sense. Maybe this one. Bow and arrow. Hey, Lumen, everything's going well. How are you doing? I mean, it could also just be like an anvil or something, right? Durable arrow. It looks like this. I'm not sold on the name of this, so we're going to open up the good old chat.openai.com and say, I'm coming up with skill names for my game. Skeleseller, have you heard of it? I have an archer class that has an ability called Split Shot, which has a, I'm just going to say 20% chance for, which shoots an arrow that has a 20% chance to split into 2 more arrows, making a skill that allows the split arrows to split further. What should that skill be called? Anything clear? A fractal shot. Wow, that's exactly what Gaunt's Ghost said, right? Fractal splits. Actually, fractal shot is not bad. Chain split. Chain split's also not bad. Cascade volley. Ooh, cascade. I kind of like fractal shot, though. What if we type fractal? What shows up? Coiling curl. This does not look like it would be for this. We type recursion, repeat. Nothing really. This is pretty good. Yeah, this is pretty good. I like fractal shot. I think we call it this, and we use this icon. All right, let's go code fractal shot. Man, only issue is I gotta code it correctly. I gotta change a bunch of things, and this also wasn't the task I wanted to do right now. But sometimes you just gotta put your nose to the grindstone. So we're gonna call this fractal shot. Okay. Fractal shot. And now we go into the ability IDs. Sharpshooter changes to fractal shot. We're just gonna go delete sharpshooter. Yeah, so sharpshooter shouldn't exist in the code anymore. Yeah, the name still does. Oh, we gotta fix that. All right, what's this called? Fractal shot. And it's gonna use the loop icon, cycle icon. Do we have cycle already? Nope. And we code it so the arrows don't bend the rules of physics, like seeing an arrow jump into someone in the front row to the back to the front. Like, at what point do we call the archer a mage? Right now, we call them a mage. So no, we're not going to do anything about that. Yeah, it's the Sierpinski triangle shot or whatever. Fires an infinite number of triangles. The enemy is just overwhelmed. Can't render that many triangles. Its GPU dies. So we don't have the cycle icon. We gotta go get that from temp icons. FF cycle. There it is. There it is, folks. All right, we're gonna paste this into here. Assets, icons, ability. Copy path. Then open that up. And delete the path. Now, what were we using for this? Target arrows? Are we using that anywhere else? Because if so, I won't delete it. Okay, I guess we're deleting it. All right, this is called cycle. That's why I didn't want to do this. There's so many little things that need to change. But that's development. That's the whole bricklaying thing, to be honest. It's just, we're just laying another brick in the wall. Just gotta keep doing work. Zug zug. Okay, so we got the icon. We deleted the old icon. We have not finished renaming these things. And this is going to change entirely anyway, so I guess just delete them all. Public const float. Fractal shot. So we could make this something that only allows you to put one skill point in. Just your split shots can split. But I think we should customize the chance. Another brick in the wall. Doesn't know Pink Floyd. I mean, I've heard of Pink Floyd. I just don't know if I know any Pink Floyd songs. Good news is that you can rename this class from Arrow to Lightning down the line. You have an Emperor Palpatine character. You think Disney will give me the rights? You think if I ask really nicely to Disney's 700 lawyers? So this is okay. There's kind of a problem with this, isn't there? Which is you get the first split chance from here and then another split chance from here. So the skills are pretty tightly coupled to one another in terms of where you want to spend your skill points. Like, would it make sense to get fractal shot? Your split arrows can split. Would it make sense to get fractal shot without putting points in this? I don't really think so. Oh, man. I didn't think about that either. It's not necessarily a problem. Two different random targets. Fractal shot. Your split arrows can split again. What if it was your split arrows do split again? No, it's still the same problem. Yeah, so problem. There's not much incentive to get this skill without also getting forked arrows. Yeah, you only have a 10% chance to split at the base level. And 10% is not enough reason to split because then you have a 1% chance that they split a second time. So it'd be incredibly rare, which is pretty much saying like a 1% chance to do like 40% more damage or something. So it's a 0.4% damage increase. It's really terrible. Could we reframe this a little bit more? Maybe, okay, what about this? What if, no, I can't think of anything else. Maybe you just need to get both skills. Or maybe, okay, there's another idea I have. What if forked arrows is like plus 20% chance to split? And level 2 is plus 40% chance to split. So this would be 30% total and 50% total. And then fractal shot could be level 1 plus 5% chance to split. Your split arrows can also split. And level 2 is... level 2 wouldn't exist. Hey Rambo, does a whole generation of arrows split together? Each one would split individually. Is sort ascending a VS Code thing or an extension I can't find? I just use F9. So let's say I have like apple, banana, carrot. I press F9. I guess that is sort ascending already. And then if I want to do anything further, I use transform reverse lines and I can get it in the other direction. But yeah, F9 by default should be sort ascending. Where's copy command ID? I don't think they have a descending by default. Maybe they do. Oh, no, they do. Okay. Yeah, you can just set a breakpoint or a thing for that. Oh, I'm so torn. I'm so torn. How do we get fractal shot to work? What if fractal shot didn't exist? what if forked arrows just said your split shot can split as part of it? Then we would need a new skill. Man, I want this to work. I don't want to come up with another ability. Okay. No, I have an idea. I have an idea. What if this has 3 levels and level 3 allows for the splits to split? Every X number of shots. You fire 1 mega shot. That's the original. I don't know if you're making a joke, but that's what is already coded. And I just didn't like it. Okay, I think I like this idea. I guess the only problem with this is that it's pretty much equivalent to just the way that we had this originally, but there's a dependency. And then the archer has 1 less skill than all the other classes have, which isn't really a problem. It would just be a little strange and make it look like there's a skill missing, because I guess there would be. Yeah. Nothing's coming to me. What about passive for them? Some sort of hunter's mark they put on a target. Any teammate attacks, they consume the buff to do a little extra damage. They already have pierce armor, which is the enemy will take more damage from all sources for some amount of time. I guess this could have been reframed to be hunter's mark instead. But either way, they already have that sort of thing. And I like the idea of this splitting more. I just don't think it's really possible to do in a nice way while having two separate skills. I think either it needs to be merged or this skill needs to do more on its own. Like maybe what we could change this to is the split arrows do more damage. Two options were AoE versus single target. But this is like your AoE skill. I don't know. Arrows find new targets versus your arrows loop around to the same target. No, I only want it to be that they find new targets. I think looping would be kind of funny though, just seeing a circle path. The arrow hits the same thing over and over and over. All right, well, either we merge this with the base with split shot, merge it with forked arrows as a level 3. Maybe we do that. And then we just add in a new skill that says your arrows turn pink. This does nothing. What's the real problem? You need another skill. The real problem is we have these two skills designed. So something like this, split shot, single target attack. And then we have like mod 1 is this, increased chance to split by this amount. And the mod 2 was this, your split arrows can split again. And yeah, the problem is fractal shot doesn't really do anything without forked arrows. So option number 1 would be get rid of fractal shot and just merge it with forked arrows. But then the new problem is we need a new skill to fill the slot. Option number 2 would be just I don't know, the player, like let the player figure it out. That fractal shot is bad without points in forked arrows. Well, actually, wait, what if fractal shot? No, never mind. I don't have an idea for that. Yeah, I don't even know. What else could we even do here? I guess option number 3 is, well, I guess this has its own set of solutions that we have. Yeah, I think it's pretty much just this. These are our two things. I don't think this can exist as a standalone skill. I think it's pretty much a problem. Being one ability with 2 trees. No, I don't want special UI or a special consideration just for this one skill in the game. And I think this is disappointing because you might put your very first skill point in this skill or your second skill point or something and be like, why is this ability bad? Merge it with forked arrows. Yeah, that's it. What was the other idea that I had? What if one of these made it do more damage and the other had it split? Yeah, maybe this isn't such a bad problem to try to solve. But then why would we even have fractal shot? What's the point? There is no point. How good is it when maxed? I mean, it all depends on what we make the numbers. So we can make it as good as we want it to be. I was just testing earlier and I got it to basically with one arrow beat the entire battle. So that's too powerful. Is it even remotely good without these? When you say these, what do you mean? The split arrows all together? Because we didn't have fractal shot in the game, and the thing it's replacing the old skill sharpshooter was garbage. So I don't think we I don't think we've gutted the class or anything by getting rid of it. And you might be like, well, then you're only adding something, right, by putting this in, but you've only added something if they've also gotten forked arrows. I just can't think of something. Back to level 1, split in 3, level 2, split in 4. Well, we have another skill called triple split, which makes your shot split into one more arrow. Okay, wait. I have an idea. What if triple split had 2 levels? Level 1 split into one more arrow, and level 2 was allow the splits to split again. Well, an X% chance to split again. Maybe that could work. Oh, but then we still run into the problem, which is we need a new skill for this. I think we just need to design a new skill. I think that's pretty much it. In fact, I wonder if we change triple split to be fractal shot instead. Maybe change this into fractal shot instead. Your arrows have, or your split arrows have an X% chance to split again. I don't know. Yeah, we need a new ability for this. I should have thought about this ahead of time. I guess we haven't really coded anything yet, but I started to. Okay, so back to the drawing board. New ability that affects split shot. What should it be? What if it was a damage over time, sort of like splinters from an arrow? My idea, by the way. Splinter. This one could work. Having one depending on the other, it's just like having one ability. Yeah. Yeah, I wonder if we just change this to you add a damage over time. Like Thels mentioned originally. We call it splinter shot. When actually maybe it should only be for the arrow splits. Poison coated arrows. Might be better. There's probably already an icon for that too. Chemical arrow. Doesn't look exactly like what I want, but I don't think it really matters. I mean, they could also be burning arrows or something like that, right? There's probably a fiery one. I don't really see one, but it doesn't matter because we're going to probably get different icons eventually anyway. Energy arrow, that looks like it's on fire. I'm just not sold on the idea. We make something that randomizes effects. The arrow applies one of 3 or 4 effects: stun, poison, bleed, cooldown. I want there to be a class that's based around that idea, like the potion master class, maybe. I don't think the archer should be that class, because part of the reason too is the archer shooting these very fast arrows, and if you're not paying attention, it'll be pretty hard for you to tell which effect is happening. Whereas with the potion master, I want them to sort of lob colorful potions, and if it's a red potion, it does fire damage, and if it's the green potion, it actually heals an ally, and if it's a purple potion, it debuffs them or something. They threw counters. Now you're talking my language. Okay, I still don't have an idea for this. You can't handle my strongest potions. All right, what other things? How about this? How about we go back to this old thing? Hello, I have an archer class in my game, and I need ideas for abilities. I'm not going to do that. Extra damage to X rows from the front. We don't have position mattering in battle right now, and I don't know if I want to start having it matter. Maybe, how about this? Let's just load up the game really fast. Oh, we can't even do that because I broke this. Oh, boy. All right, I don't know. I've never been stuck for this long trying to come up with something to replace this ability, but the archer has been historically probably the hardest one to design, and I'm not totally sure why. Maybe if I look at all the skills in totality. It's got steady shooting where all the consecutive hits, actually it's not even consecutive hits anymore. Did we change the wording on that? Every time you an arrow you shoot hits an enemy, yeah. Every time, every hit increases ACM. Doesn't sound that hard. It doesn't. It does not. Anything else? Like, what if it's an ability that doesn't have anything to do with any of this stuff? What if it's like what the cleric has? Like the archer just can't be targeted when you have party members. I don't think that makes sense. Oh, that is kind of cool. Actually, that is really cool. Oh no. No, I want the cleric ability to be on the archer. No. What if the archer gets archery of unity? It would actually be really cool. Because it would synergize with this and with... Wait, didn't I add something where when you're at the maximum amount? Yeah, this one. Synergize with this, both of these. Can have an ability that rains down arrows. I don't want it to be a new attack, but I guess it could be. I guess I hadn't thought of that. Yeah, why not just make one called shoot arrow, and it's just, oh, once every second, or like quick shot or something like that. Because we did it with the mage. The mage gets 2 extra abilities, and the archer has... Yeah, the archer only has one other ability that doesn't make sense to have another skill point in it. They could get another ability. Change the time that the arrow's forked. Multi-shot increases the amount of arrows the archer fires. For every shot fired, percent chance to split. Initial arrows versus how many they want split. I think I want to go with what kind of Minkler instilled, which was a new ability altogether. And I kind of like the idea of a quick shot, which is just like a low cooldown single target arrow. And this would probably be overpowered no matter what we do. Yeah, we probably need to change steady shooting if we do that. Because you'd be firing arrows like non-stop. Yeah, I think I like that idea. All right, do we have a quick shot sort of thing? I guess that slicing shot can represent it. Is there anything that looks like it's moving super fast? Fast arrow. Yeah, fast arrow. Okay, well, let's go do it. So, fast arrow. Copy that. SVG over there. Quick shot causing quick shots. I like it. So fast arrow. Gotta go load up, delete the path so it turns black or turns transparent, and then delete cycle from here because now we don't need it, and then go undo cycle from all this stuff. Oh, the import still existed. I wonder if I forgot to delete the other one too. So delete that one. Is cycle still here? No, somehow. What was the other one called? I don't even remember. Split shot. Target arrows. I didn't even delete that. What am I thinking? All right, there. I don't know how I didn't. Did I remove it from here? I removed it from here. That's why. Okay, we just hadn't got rid of the import. All right, we're getting there. Archer fires an arrow imbued with shadow magic. Upon hitting the target, it creates a shadow clone of the archer. That sounds very neat, but I think in this game it would get overpowered so fast. So I don't think we can do that. All right, what are we doing? We're making a new ability altogether. So split shot isn't going to have a mod whatsoever. Maybe if it dealt no damage. I think even if it dealt no damage, the archer's shooting super fast, and they can only just keep shooting faster and faster. And them becoming a pseudo summoner, I think would be, excuse me, probably too crazy. Yeah, your shadow doesn't attack people and summon more shadows. Have you ever had 10 shadows? Bet you've never been in a room with 10 light sources. Checkmate. All right, so this is just gonna be called, what did I say? Quick shot. So there's quick shot and quick strike. Fractal shot. Did I ever make this? This is just gonna be called quick shot, but now it's not passive, it's active. So I guess we just delete the whole thing. Oh, how fun. Goodbye, file. Goodbye. You know, all in all, this kind of worked out. Slows down all enemies in the area for a short duration. Yeah, I feel like what the AI is good at is coming up with an idea that you might not have had and then maybe naming the idea. But as far as battle effects, I don't know where I was going with the sentence. I think my brain is just fried already. We're just gonna code quick shot. All right, so we have split shot. How did stalagmite look? Because we're pretty much just doing the same thing as this, right? Some simple ability, yeah. In fact, let's just save this as quick shot. Why not? All right, then our new thing is called fast arrow lork. We go delete cycle, which I never actually did. Put this in the right order. Actually, I don't even need to do that, right? I could just select all these and press F9. Done. Oh man. Same thing here. Just select a bunch. All right, so we got the icon, we got the name. It's not even called fast arrow though. It's called quick shot, right? Yeah, fast arrow is just the name of the icon. Level should probably be, maybe we can set it to 2. Power scaling 1.4. I guess maybe we could set this to power scaling per level. So quick shot has to have a pretty low cooldown. Get base damage, use, get enemy target, summon an arrow. So I guess it's like rapid shot. Or wild shot, I mean. Copy this. Quick shot. And make the speed slightly faster. I don't know, 260 to 310. And then this one's colored slightly purple. Quick shot should be slightly red. Sounds good to me. Sounds good to me. And then we just need on projectile hit. All right, so get damage, deal damage, no miss chance, and none of that stuff. Wait, whoa. Pierce armor. What's that say? Better say wild shot on there. Yes, good. Thank goodness. Slows down all enemies. I don't think we have a haste reduction buff, but we could certainly make one. Haste buff. We don't have a haste debuff, right? Yeah. Yeah, we could make one, though. All right, so we don't need the resolve from this thing. Yeah. Great. Great. Archer. All right, so this is going to be called Quick Shot. I feel like this should be in the final tier now. And triple shot should be here. Or triple split. Yeah, let's do that. Triple split is going to be replaced with quick shot. And this goes here. Okay, so quick shot. Also, I'm going to give Minkler a point. I know everyone suggested a whole bunch of things, and I know Minkler suggested something different, but that still led to me making quick shot, which I'm moderately happy about. So, yeah. A single target shot with low cooldown. There. All right, now what have we not done yet? Split shot is just totally busted because of this stuff. Can split equals true. Didn't I also change something down here? Sharpshooter. No, you're gone. You are not here anymore. No, this isn't needed either. Will crit doesn't exist. Will crit is gone. Get damage is get base damage. Just delete the whole function. And that's it. All right. Well, we delete that. And delete this. And try building, I guess. Why is that happening? There might be some error here. I haven't finished writing something here, the tooltip at least, although that wouldn't be detected as an error. This, though, hit counter. Yeah, now we don't need the result from this. Oh, well, it was a dumb ability. Now it's gone. Yeah. All right, so ability tooltip, fast shooty, type this later. I mean to put a Y on fast. Wait. Shack. As long as we got our fake pronunciation going on. Hey, Shaq. I'm doing well. I just had a little crisis here trying to come up with a new skill for arrows. And we came up with this one. Wait, where is it? Here, quick shot. Fasty shooty type this later. Okay, so let's see if it works. I think it will. Put points into this and this and then this. Okay, so now we should shoot red tinted arrows very quickly. And I'm going to toggle invincibility, and we're going to put this in the party and see what happens. Why is it not removing the window so I can show this to you? What is going on? There we go. Okay, yeah. Yeah, you can see the red arrows there. They are shooting fast, not significantly faster than the other arrows. But I think that's okay. So now let's try to push this to the limit here. So we're going to grant all of the speed ups. We're going to grant all of the power in general, actually. We're just going to put a point into everything. Yeah, and just see how overpowered the archer is. Okay, so let's send him back to that battle. That is pretty strong. Oh my god. Yeah, this is super cool now. Although no one could ever get to this level of power in the game, but that's 190 DPS. Oh my god. I keep clicking that button. And it undoes all of the clicks that I did before that. Now I gotta go type them all in again. Ugh. You can't even put multiple points in all of these things. Am I breaking something by doing this? Hopefully not. All right. Might be cool to have them in the tooltips. You know what I think would be actually pretty cool is if you clicked one of these that you saw a little battle preview here of that ability being used so you could see what it does. But I thought that's pretty much overkill. I don't think people are going to need that level. Back to game. Okay, cool. Now let's start the battle again. Toggle invincibility. But yeah, we could put it in the projectiles or something. Now, the only reason they're even doing as much damage as they are is oh wait, no, that's not true. I was going to say they're at the maximum haste buff, but they shouldn't be. DPS was 146. Yeah, it is a cool menu. Kevin did it. Kevin made the title screen. And yeah, me not being able to click back to game anymore. That sure is fun. I'll get used to it. Do they trigger expose weakness? I don't think so. Yeah, this is only on Wild Shot. When Wild Shot hits, it can pierce the armor. And when Wild Shot misses, it can give you a haste buff. So now let's put this into a battle with a rogue and a mage. All right, so this is the final battle that we have in the game so far. And I mean, this is just super busted. Also, invincibility is toggled on. And this isn't even a real test because we haven't given them all their skills. So let's give them a bunch of skills. Sure. Precision, expose weakness. I'm just going to click some things. Whatever, there. Okay, and over here, we're going to also just click some things. There we go. And then we're going to flee this battle and start a new one at 8 times speed. And see how much damage we do. Wow, that looks like a lot. Yeah, 446 damage per second. These numbers are absurd. Like, this is not an amount of damage you're supposed to be able to do in the game. And I wonder how much the archer is contributing to that. So let's take them out of the party. Actually, let's try one more time. Let's get a baseline for how much the party is doing. That was 458. And this is full party. And then the final one is 416. Yeah, so the mage is probably what's contributing to the burst there. And then if we take the archer out, how much is the archer contributing? So 446 plus 458 plus 416 divided by 3 is average DPS. And then without the archer, it is 247. So that means the archer is contributing upwards of 200 DPS when the other characters are only like 125. 264. Archer seems pretty strong. Then again, the archer also has points in everything. We should probably try an actual build here. And 239. Yeah, so now we put the archer back in, but let's give them actual set of skills. So I'm going to remove all the points. Let's think of what would be a decent build. We know we're fighting lots of enemies, so maybe forked arrows is good. So that's going to count for 2 points because I haven't changed the scale yet. So let's allow ourselves 3 more points. We don't need dodge because we're invincible. That sounds pretty good. That is maybe what was making us so powerful. Pierce armor? I'm not sure. Quick shot sounds pretty good though. And yeah, let's get 2 points in that too. Okay, so we have 5 points total allocated, but 2 of them were on the wrong scale. So we're going to put this into the battle with balanced archer. So we did 363. Wow, we lowered the DPS by 80 by just removing some skill points. Well, an average of 65 now. And 416, what? Yeah, I think the archer is broken because of this. I think if we take points out of this, they're going to do way less. Let's see. Yeah, 354. Huh, who would have thought Pierce armor is that good? Well, whatever. All right, I'm happy enough with this. Let's probably get ready to check that in and then fix up the rest of the skills. I'll probably stream for another maybe 45 minutes. Yeah. And I hope we can fix up some of this stuff. So let's take a look at what I did. I added fast arrow. That's fine. That's good. We got rid of that. Got rid of that. Quick shot now exists. I think it is pretty nice. We don't have the right tooltip for it. So I got to fix the tooltip. And what else do we have here? No hit counter stuff. Yeah, that's good. Good, good, good. Oh, this is good, but this is its own change. Don't wait. What did I do? I'll just say fix this. Damage over time won't grant the or won't count for it. This isn't an issue right now, but it could be in the future. And it'd be really hard to tell. There are a lot of pierce text there. What do you mean? Oh, in this? Does it say pierce when something hits? Yeah, it does. Oh, and I just got rid of it. That's why it went away. Yeah, I guess so. Okay, looking good so far. Don't change town. Yeah, perfect. There we go. Add quick or replace sharp shooting, I think that was called. Sharp shooter with quick shot. I just didn't think the old skill worked well, and I didn't want to grant a temporary power buff because of how rapidly the archer can shoot. So it would have been hard to balance. All right, we can finally get down to the thing I wanted to do, which is fix the archer. Oh, I never even changed the tooltip, but I guess that's what we're about to do now. It still says fast shooty. Type this later. All right, let's start. Rapid shot. That should be easy. Max level 2. And rapid shot haste bonus per level should be 30%. Duration is fine. And that's that, right? Yep, cool. All right, forked arrows next up. Increases chance to split. Forked arrows. So set a max level here too. And then in split shot, chance to split is going to be 25%. Nope, nope, that's wrong. This one. Cool. All right, that one's done. Next is lightning reflexes. So we could allow you to put 2 points in here. Although what would those look like? 10% and then 20% chance to dodge? I don't think 10% is probably important enough. And I think giving you a 30% chance to dodge sounds super overpowered. Upon being hit, you gain a 15% chance to dodge for 4 seconds. So you'd have a 45% chance to dodge? I guess that's not that bad. And if you want that, then fine, why not? Right? Is that dumb? No, I don't think that's dumb. I think that's very smart. I think that's the smartest move we could make in this sort of situation. What is this even called? It's not called dodge. It's called lightning reflexes. All right, so per level is what we're going to do now. We're going to set the max level to 2. And this is going to get level equals that. Level times that. Cool. Then put this down here. Looks good. All right, so grants a level times per level chance plus per level to dodge enemy attacks. Perfect. And this is per level. And I think we're good. All right, so that's lightning reflexes. Next up is triple split. Triple split, we're not going to make multiple levels for. This will just be 1. I wonder if the AI somehow knows that. What? It does? Maybe because I don't have any per level stuff in there. Huh, interesting though. All right, great. Pierce armor is next. Pierce armor is very easy. Does it know this one should be 2? Somehow it does. Oh, would you look at that? The splitting 4 times, I think just sounds too powerful to me. That's why I didn't want there to be 2 levels there. But we certainly could do that. And maybe it is balanced, but I don't think I want to do it. I want the archer to be like a very light AoE class by virtue of just shooting all the time. What am I doing? Oh yeah, changing wild shot. What do we have? Where is it? Well, I don't see wild shot listed here. What did I call this? Did I call this? Or what am I? It's not called wild shot. What's it called? Pierce armor. Yeah, this. Being a big dummy. All right, damage received % per level. I'm going to change this to 10% because it felt like it was pretty powerful anyway. Is chat quiet or am I in the shadow realm? I mean, if I'm responding to you, you're not in the shadow realm. Yeah, chat's just a little bit quiet. I think my energy level's also been a little lower than normal, which is, I think, contributes to chat's lack of activity sometimes. And I'm just kind of in my own world doing this stuff. Well, I am making progress. I'm happy about all this. Okay, so we've changed Pierce armor. Next up is quick shot. Quick shot, I think we're going to just start with giving it only 1 level. And I think that is good. So rapidly shoots an arrow at a single target for that much damage. And the final one is improved steady shooting. When at the maximum bonus from steady shooting, you also gain 25% power. Oh man, we got to make this based on a per level thing. And yeah, we got to make it steady shooting, improved steady shooting. All right, so per level equals that. Level equals that. That's I'm pressing down accidentally. All right, level times per level. There we go. And then put this. Got it. And then just at the max level. All right, let's try it out. Let's see. Ghetto, I think a couple million. You can get that. No, I'm not going to commit to doing that. But it's a funny joke, isn't it? All right, this is per level. I don't multiply this by level. By the way, hi. Our level of improved steady shooting is going to be this times this. Yeah. All right, now let's try it. I feel like I slept long enough last night. I think I don't know. I don't know why I'm low energy. Could be anything. All right, let's look at the archer. So first thing is to make sure you can't put too many points in any of these. All should be 2 except for 2 of them, which should be 1. Great, cool, that's working. All right, now let's read the tooltips. When wild shot misses, you attack 75% faster, plus 30% per level. What? That's weird. I guess it just has a base. Yeah. In fact, that's probably how it's coded and is intentional. Total haste plus base. Yeah. Thrown off from this morning when I left you, Caleb. All right, increase the chance for an arrow to split by that much. Looks good. Grants a 30% chance to dodge enemy attacks. I like it. Your arrows split. They can hit one extra enemy. When wild shot hits, target will take 20% more damage for 5 seconds. Yep. Oh, that's why this is so crazy. Because you stack haste to the point where you're shooting wild shot like 3 times per well, I guess 3 times per 2 seconds. So that the enemies are taking like 200 something percent more damage. Huh, okay. Rapidly shoots an arrow at a single target for 60 damage. How much do these do? 17, 17, 17. What? Why is this so much? Hang on a second. What? Quick shot. Quick shot is 1.4 power scaling. What are the others? Wild shot is 1.1. And what's the other one called? Split shot is 0.4. Yeah, why is this? This is like an ultra powerful ability for no reason. I think we should tone this down to like 70%. Yeah, half the power it was. You're thinking about the assembly code mistake. That was quite skillfully done. This is nuts. This is just nuts, especially with this thing. But yeah, I like this. I think this is pretty cool. I'm going to check this in, assuming we didn't make any grave errors. But of all the months to make a grave error, Halloween is the month. Halloween-tober. I'm going to stop streaming sooner than I said. I don't think my brain is working. Oh, granted, I am focusing most of my energy on reviewing this code right now. Yeah, that's good. All right, nice. All right, click this, and add in our special comment. Revamp Archer's ability levels. Neat. So which classes do we have left? The Witch Doctor and the Paladin, and that's it. Oh, I could probably get them both done in half an hour. My energy is waning. But let's go just try to do them both. Fine. I probably shouldn't be closing these. Yeah, let's not close these. That way autocomplete can be better, apparently. All right, which is the next class according to the game design document? Oh, I've already violated that. All right, well then the Paladin it is. Let's go look at the Paladin. You'll just code in no time. Well, thanks, Dells. I hope you lurk and watch me complete them and be like, whoa, his productivity's through the roof. I just had to stop talking in chat. Dells is going to snap one of these days and be like, it's not funny, Adam. Oh, but it is funny, Dells. It is funny. Have a good night, Dells. I'll stop teasing you. Double strike percent per level, 50%. Sounds good. That's that. That's done. Yep. Cool. Holy Charge. You generate 0% more rays of light, 10% per level. Holy Charge. Holy Light. Go change the charge to 2.5. All right. Anything else we need to change with that? Nope. Holy Blessing. Blesses each ally healed by Holy Light, which reduces all damage taken by 3% per level with plus 0.5 seconds per level. Well, this one can definitely scale. But we got to change these numbers a little bit. So 3 times 2.5 would be 7.5, but I don't want to use a decimal point there. So maybe we just say 7%. Sounds good. Well, nah. Then you have 14% when it's level 2. Fine, let's make it 7.5%. I was changing the duration anyway. And the bonus duration would have been 0.5 seconds. So we do 1.25. That I'm just going to say 1 second. Yeah, we're not multiplying that by 2.5. All right, then for this needs to now say P1, P1. There we go. Next up, shield hardening. Increases maximum damage reduction percent by up to 10%. Shield hardening. Two should just be 5. Sounds good. All right, this one I don't know how to rebalance. You gain 1 ray of holy light every second. We could say like 1.5 rays. I don't want to do that though. I think I'm just gonna make this be locked at 1 level. And I think we have one more ability I want to do that for. I don't know how it knows that I only want it to be at 1 level. Whenever you heal with holy light, use shield bash on a random enemy. Yeah, that was the other one I wanted to have only be at 1. Radiant retaliation. Wait, can this trigger? Can this trigger double strike? I do not know. I think so though. Yeah, I think it can. How does it work? Holy light is changed. Shield bash. Shield bash I use. Shield bash's ability is here. And causes that. Yeah, it causes deal damage a second time. Okay, cool. We should put that in the tooltip. So we get, what's it called? Double strike? I think it's double strike. Yeah, it's double strike. This extra shield bash can be doubled with, or can be affected by double strike, I guess. All right, and we have one more ability left. That last ability is Improved Holy Link. All right, so how does this work right now? Transfer an extra 5% damage and increase your fortitude. We could just double both of those. That is quite powerful though. But fine, we're going to do it. All right, so per level. Now let's get the level. And this is per level times level. Okay, transferring an extra this much damage plus % transfer bonus per level. And this needs to be % damage reduction, right? No. What am I doing? What am I doing? This is the fortitude buff. I already have that there. And this should be now per level. No, I see what's wrong. Okay, this tooltip is going to go out of control. We need to do a conversion in 2 places. So this needs to be per level. And then we need to write plus fortitude per level. Fortitude. Yeah, and then I guess I'll just say I don't know what we want to cover here. Also increases your fortitude by level times fortitude per level. This is all correct, but now I need to convert it into a percentage for you. I guess we don't really have to. We could have just said this reduces incoming damage taken by 10%, and then we wouldn't need to talk about fortitude here at all. But anything that buffs your fortitude would be affected by this. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. Yeah, I don't know how I feel. Damage, that's all fine. To you from your allies when they take damage also increases your fortitude by that much per level. Reduces damage taken by that reduction amount. I mean, this is just the per level reduction amount. All right. There's something missing here. And it's this. This was coded as not a per level thing. So now we need to do this per level. Everything else here looks fine. Yeah. And the last thing we need to do is set the max level. Man. All right, let's read a bunch of tooltips. Just gotta make sure they look good. We're hoping that they all function correctly. I'm not testing any of that. Being really thorough over here. All right, so it gives you a 50% chance per level. That's good. Generate 0% more rays of light. That's good. Blesses each ally with holy light. Reduces all damage taken by 15%. 3 seconds. What? Three seconds plus 1 per level. I've never done that before, have I? Maybe I have. I think I did in the Archer. How did that work, though? Base duration. Yeah, I guess I did. I probably did it with all the warrior abilities, too. I suddenly figured out how to get a much more consistent grind with your existing grinder. Well, then it's the best of both worlds. Now you don't need to do any math. Okay, this is looking good. Shield hardening. Increase the max damage reduction percent of shield bash by 5 or 10%. You gain 1 ray of holy light every second. Whenever you heal with holy light, use shield bash on a random enemy. And improve holy link, transferring an extra. Yeah, I see. Yeah, I think I do want to change that. And I think I know what I want to change it to, which is good. Where did that ability go? I don't even know what it's called. I need to stop streaming. Oh, man. All right, this is set here. This should be level. And then we just change the parentheses. And now we take a look at that. Yeah. I was watching L colon Q, I don't know, weeks ago at this point, and he said something like, the time to stop streaming is when you're not feeling streaming anymore. Something along those lines. I thought that's a good way of saying it. He said it better than I did just then. I am violating that advice right now. All right, nice. We have an extra parenthesis there. I just need to delete that, and then we're good. All right, and that's the Paladin's ability set. Let's review it, check it in, and then do a little bit more than we should do, and then finally call it quits. Yeah. Cool. All right, let's get our special commit message here. By the way, thank you all for watching. Days, especially like today, I'm not in a bad mood or anything. I just don't feel like I have a lot of energy. And I'm really happy with the progress from today, too. We've gotten done with almost every single class, and we're about to work on the final one, which is the Witch Doctor. And 4 of these skills are hopefully just gimmies. So lethality, for instance, we set a max level of 2, and then change poisonous skin so that lethality is just 25%. And we're done with 1 out of 7. Next one, Vampiric Bite. Vampiric Bite, same deal. And go change Bite. So Vampiric Bite goes to 50% per level. Then Venomous Bite. Venomous Bite is also going to be a max level of 2. And set Venom per level to 50%. Zombie Link. Zombie.png, that's what I meant to open. There we go. Poisonous Skin. Zombie Link. We just multiply this by 2.5, which would be 15%. That's still not bad. Yeah. All right, now we get to the 3 abilities. It might be a little bit harder. So this one, Zombie Legion, we're going to take the easy way out for right now. And we're just going to set this to a max level of 1. Still no somehow. Zombie Leader. We could just make this have more stats, but I'm a little hesitant about this. When you have no zombies, the next zombie you summon will have plus 20% power and fortitude. We could just say it has plus 40%. Yeah, you know what? Fine. What do I care? Who cares about any of this stuff? Per level. Nice. It's finally getting the pattern that I'm using here. There we go. Power and fortitude plus per level. And then we need to use that stat percent bonus right there. This is going to be the level of the stat multiplier. So level times that. Set the level here. And there we go. All right, I think that's actually every ability. No, not the last one, Bursting Horde. Oh, also, I don't think I set a max level on this. I didn't. Bursting Horde. Okay, so this one is just deal damage. We could have it deal more damage. Just change the power scaling. It could be power scaling per level. Oh, but then we can't pass in power. Although, why is this used? Because the debuff calls into it. Just passing an entity, right? Yeah. 40% of this, the 40% stats, it should be 140%. So 1 plus level times the percent. I'm not sure if that's what you're asking about, but I think there shouldn't be a bug there. All right, so let's take in the entity, node entity. And then, oh, we can't take in the entity. We need to just also take in a level here. Yeah. So level times power scaling per level times power. And this can never be 0. So the level is going to be here. In level. How do we say how much this grants per level? I guess we need to say damage per level is equal to just passing the number 1. Plus damage per level. Yeah, I think that'll work. And then we have one color of this. It's going to be broken because we're not passing in a level here. And the level comes from this. It's not Zombie Curse. It got the wrong ability. That's incredibly dangerous. In fact, I shouldn't even let it type it out because I could just copy paste it from here. That was just supposed to say level. Okay. I'm hoping we didn't break another ability by using the wrong ID. Because like I said, I tested none of this. So we could have very easily done that. But yeah, let's now go try it out. Oh, wait, no. Wait, one more thing. We got to set the level of this. There. Syntax error. Actually, I am very glad that dialogue isn't showing up anymore, asking if I want to run anyway. Because I never want to run anyway. Okay, so Witch Doctor. First test is to make sure we got all the maximums correct. Yep. Cool, okay. Next, we just read these. Increase poison damage up by 50%. Looks good. 100% looks good. 100% looks good. 30%. That's fine. Yep, this is wrong. It says plus 0.2 per level. Fortitude. plus per level P0. Oh, maybe that's what you're talking about, Frankie? If that's what you were talking about, I will give you a point. I will leave it up to you and the honor system to tell me if that's what you were talking about. Okay, so we just need to make sure that we fix that one thing. Because, yeah, I did forget the percent sign, well, the whole percent conversion on this. All right, so if we, oh wait, we're leveled up by default. Never mind, we can't test that. But that's working now. All right, so the last thing we need to test is to not grant most things, and that way we can be level 1 and watch the damage on the tooltip go up. Unlock Witch Doctor. And then grant ourselves 1,000,000 points. And what I'm talking about is this. So it says they do plus 10 per level. So right now it says 10 damage. If I level up, it says 11 damage. If I level up some more, it says 14. Yeah. Cool. Does it actually do 14? Let's try that out. Oh, it's going to be really hard to tell because there are going to be a ton of damage numbers. Oh, wait, it's working now when I zoom in. What caused that to happen? Huh. All right, a zombie died, but I wasn't paying attention. Just repeat the battle. All right, we gotta wait for this thing's life to go down to 0, and when it dies, it should do 14 damage to the enemy. It did 28. Oh, because it's the zombie leader? No, it's not the zombie leader. What? Oh, it says 28. Never mind. Yeah, everything's fine. I thought it was 14, but I forgot I put a second point into it. Cool, yeah. Well. All right, let's just look through these really fast, make sure that the IDs line up. That's the only real problem that can come out of this. Because if there are any balance issues, we'll find that when we balance a game. Like, we could have accidentally typed in a percentage as 5,000% and killed everything in one hit, and it's like, that'll be pretty obvious when we get to balance. But what would not be obvious is if we changed from like 6% to 9%, but for the wrong ability, so it was actually always 0%. It's really hard to tell the difference between 0% and 6%. Yeah. I'm definitely lacking energy right now. Yeah. Okay, cool. So we have our final commit message here. Witch Doctor. This isn't more than 50 characters right now. All right, so what do we do here? We did that. Have differing max levels. Yeah, I got to file these conclusions somewhere probably. We've got the Witch Doctor. Max level abilities is what makes sense. Rebalance abilities. Tooltips and functionalities since it isn't considered. Yeah. Show maximum skill points. We haven't done that yet. And make you get a skill point every so often. Is the rest of this stuff pretty easy? I'm not going to do any of this now. Plus button, yeah, maximum number of points. File attached to update tooltips for the unlocked skills. Oh, yeah. Tools have to change. They used to be associated. Yep, that we got to do too. Need some sort of indication the archer has achieved maximum steady shooting. Sure. Just put a glow on them or something. I don't think that should be too bad. Need to show all this stuff in a more centralized view. Yep. That's going to be annoying. That's going to be easy. That's hopefully going to be easy. Yeah, that's easy. Yep, that's easy. And then that should be easy too. Wow. Well, I think Wednesday is just going to be cleanup day. Yeah. Normally, I'd try to get done with this stuff and organize this tomorrow. This to-do list is up to 41 pages. Not that anyone should click this link, but if you ever are curious about what's on here, it's public. So is the journal, by the way. A lot of these things I have commands for. And if you're ever curious and... What did I just do? If you're ever curious about the commands and you don't want to type them in, there's a website so you can try whatever commands you want. There are 447 of them. So if you're like, oh, what is his journal or to-do list, or what's, I don't know, the game all about or something like that, it's all there. You don't need spam chat. You're welcome to try things out in chat. That's also fine. But typically that's for other people's benefit, not for your own. I see several people click this. Like I said, there's no real reason to read through this. They're just tasks. Some of the links are private. Actually, many of the links are private. But yeah, you can see the crazy amount of backlog we have for Skeleseller. The next major milestone we're working toward is checkpoint number 4. What is currently live on itch is checkpoint number 3. We launched on September 27th. It's now been a little over a couple weeks. I want to spend at least a month, to be honest. I wrote November 8th, but I wrote it with a question mark. I still don't know exactly when it's going to be. But yeah, added the vault, added the enchanter. We haven't fully finished this yet, but revamped skill trees. Each class now has 7 skills that you can put points into. The full tree, or I guess your choices, I guess like skills only unlock after spending a certain number of points. You get fewer skill points. Skills are more impactful. Added icons to skills. What else did we do? I think there was something else. I think I wrote it in my phone. Do I use a clipboard manager? No. I'm very worried about clipboard managers because I'm usually streaming and I'm concerned that I'm going to accidentally share something I don't mean to share. Whereas if I have exactly one clipboard, then I can clear the whole thing by just copying any text. And now there's no risk of me sharing something I didn't mean to share. I'm looking at my phone because I wrote something on here. I'm trying to find this because I want to make another vlog at some point. I wrote it in the vlog post. Yeah, here it is. Okay, so start with the old. No icons, too many choices. Choices don't change. Skill points themselves show up too often. Added icons, fewer choices, more impactful. Choices change. Added skills. Oh yeah, and made some kind of fun skills. Some skills add active abilities now, not just passive ones. E.g. the mage and archer. Yeah, we're not totally done with this, but already these are the sort of the patch notes that we're building up. Oh yeah, I can also now take credit for everyone else's work. Added a title screen. Added the credits there. Added a bunch of instances. A bunch of, well, not necessarily added yet, but made all battle maps unique. Gonna add some denial list absent patterns plus a clear all shortcut. You know, I've never really even tried using a clipboard manager, to be honest. So I guess I don't really know what I'm missing exactly. Like what's the most common scenario for a clipboard manager? Is it I copied something like 2 minutes ago and I want to paste it again? Because that I could understand. I think I could get that. But if the scenario is ever something like I have 3 things I want to copy and I only have one clipboard, I think that I'd find less. Yeah, paste something you copied 3 minutes ago. Yeah. Yeah, that I can understand as a scenario. I think that's probably pretty impactful. And that probably does save time. I'm just really, really worried about it when it comes to streaming. And I get that you can set patterns and everything, but every once in a while, like I don't know the passwords to pretty much anything I have. I go to my password manager and it knows how to clear the clipboard after some amount of time. But what if, anyway, I can see some scenarios where I leak something. That's all. And I'm just worried about that. All right, I'm out of it. I gotta go. I've been online for way too long. Also, I took one break today, and that was accidental. I think that's a real problem. I should probably be taking more breaks. Because, yeah, I've been streaming for about 4 hours or 6 hours and 20 minutes, I think. Yeah. Yeah. Make like Mario and let's go. Okay, we're gonna raid CM Griffin, but I'm probably not gonna be able to stick around. Yeah. All right, thank you all for watching. I am gonna be back on Wednesday. I normally do work on Tuesday and Thursday. I'm not planning on doing any tomorrow. So if I get any done, it's gonna be some incidental work and not some major leap forward. Wednesday and Friday should just be normal streams. Next week should be an entirely normal week, and then I'm back to my normal schedule. But I will be doing mentoring again next week. So it'll be a little different than just development. Anyway, thank you for watching. I hope to see you all on Wednesday, and have a good rest of your day.